Hello everyone. Today I wanted to talk about things which I like about Czechia. Because I am originally from Prague and I've been living in London for about 2 years. And before I was living in Milan, in Madrid, and in Istanbul. So I kind of got the sense like how is it to live in different countries. And I could realize which things I actually missed about Czechia. And yeah, it actually made me feel like I really like some stuff about Czechia because when I was a teenager, I was like, oh my god, this country sucks, I just want to go somewhere else. And because of I was living in different countries, I realized that I actually appreciate some stuff. So I just wanted to share it with you in case you're considering moving to Czechia, maybe go for studies or just visiting Czechia. Because, yeah, there's some really cool stuff which you don't want to miss out. So the first thing is that universities in Czech Republic are for free. I think that's just great because it gives everyone the same opportunity. And yeah, I mean, it's education. You shouldn't be making business out of universities, but it should be free for everyone, and everyone should have a chance to study at university. The stereotype in Czechia is that public universities are better than the private universities. The private universities are not necessarily bad, but it's just, no, it's not that competitive to get in because when you can study for free, why would you go somewhere else to study and pay for it? So I think that's the stereotype. Although I've met some people who were studying at private universities and they really liked the fact that it wasn't so traditional, that maybe they had some like alternative subjects and maybe it was taught in English as well, which might be, a plus for someone. It's also true that the private universities are usually cheaper than in other foreign countries because Czechia in general is a cheap country. So yeah, I think in case you wanna go and study in Czechia, you should go for it because it's an amazing country. Well, actually, maybe I should speak about Prague only because I haven't lived anywhere else but Prague. So yeah, in case you wanna come to study in Prague, you should definitely go because you'll have an amazing experience. And yeah, you can study for free if you can speak Czech, or you can study for really, really cheap price in case you can speak only English. The second thing I like about Czechia is that the cultural experience, like the events and parties and going to cinema and theater, it's very, very cheap. Like everyone can afford it. Yeah, I think that's just great because that's what we all do, that we just go to cinemas and theaters and I don't know, parties in our free time, and it should be, it should be affordable for everyone. So that's great because if you're a student, you would usually get some student discounts, and if you're not student, you can still afford going to cinemas. So the third thing I really miss about Czechia is the attitude of Czech people, in that sense that Czech people are really direct. So you would always know like what you're up to, if people like you or if they hate you. I mean, if you're direct, if you don't like something and just say it in the first minute, then there are no conflicts anymore. You might probably have an argument in the first time you bring something up, but then it's all cleared up. Yeah, I mean, it's just something what I really miss in here in the UK, especially because everyone is like super polite, but it's kind of fake. I mean, they can't like everything you do and stuff like that, so yeah, I think that's kind of fake. While in Czech Republic, you actually know if people like you or if they hate you, and I really appreciate it because then it's just easy and like people are very honest. Or like even the small things like I mean, let's compare it to Brits behavior. Like if you did something wrong or like something like weird, they would be just still like nice to you and polite and just maybe think quietly that you're like really dumb, but they wouldn't tell you why. In Czechia, you would probably know, like they would kind of give you like a facial expression, or they would just tell you probably, or yeah, like you might think it's rude, but it's not rude because then I feel if you're not being direct and honest, then there is a space for a lot of miscommunications. And yeah, when you're direct, you just always know if people hate it or not. Or it's even other things like me being an artist or creative, like if Czech people don't like something about my work, or like I would be working with a client, he would just tell me, okay, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, like do it differently. While here in the UK, it would be like, well, I love it, it's great, but could you maybe change this little detail here? And I mean, it just takes ages to agree on something. So I really like that about Czechia, that everyone is just direct and you just know where you stand. The next thing which I like about Czechia is beer culture, because I love beer and I love going to pubs, and I think this is kind of the thing which you would do if you were meeting a friend. You would rather go to get a drink than get a dinner. It's just a thing which we do, and yeah, like after work you would probably just go home, and you would meet your friends around 7 or 8 or 9 to get a pint. And yeah, that's just my style and I like it, and I know that some cultures are not really like this, so thumbs up for this. The next thing is the way how we spend our holidays, or like these are kind of the habits we do every year. As Czechia has mountains, we can go skiing in winter time. So that would be one holiday, just going to mountains with your friends. And then in summer we would go to cottages, or we would go rafting and camping, and it's just so much fun. It's not like a sport. You would just hire rafts and canoes, and you would just go with your friends in a group of people, and just have a lot of fun and probably drink while you paddling. And yeah, then you would just stop in each pub. I mean, these are like kind of pubs along the riverside, so you would always like paddle and then just like pop into the pub and just get a beer and then continue your journey. And I just love that it's so much fun. And I don't know if you can do it here in the UK, or like it's probably very expensive if you can do it, but in Czech Republic it's very cheap. So I love that, and I really miss that. The next thing which I love about Czechia is that we have beautiful nature. And yeah, I mean, I can include some pictures for you, like what kind of nature we have. But yeah, there's like everything. You have mountains, you can go to woods, you can just go to like beautiful lakes. And I mean, we don't have sea, but who cares? We have beautiful lakes, so that's great. Also, we would always go hiking and we would go for trips. And we have also so many castles and like many historical buildings. And the last thing which I really like about Czechia is that our public transport is very, very cheap. And not just in cities, but also if you travel across the whole country, you would pay maybe like £10, maybe a little bit more, like 15, depends, but you could only pay, I don't know, like £2. They're honestly like ridiculously cheap tickets sometimes. Sometimes I'm even questioning why, because I don't think it's that like necessary to have like this ridiculously cheap public transport. But yeah, I mean, why not? Then you can just like go anywhere and you don't need to have a car, and it's just really easy to hop on the bus and just, yeah, get anywhere. So that was everything. I mean, there's probably more stuff which I like about Czechia, but these are like the main things. So let me know if you've been to Czechia, like what did you like the most, or if you are Czech, let me know which stuff you appreciate, and I will see you next time.